This call is number 2020-22409 in the interest of Ruby Melody Silva. Please raise your right hand to be sworn, ma'am. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am? Okay. Ma'am, please state
Yes,
your
sir.
name and your relationship. Please state your name and your relationship to the child.
Jessica Marina Silva, and I am the mother.
And for the state?
Marcella Turner, representing the state.
Court will note that the non-custodial parent is Javier Gomez Jr. Mr. Gomez was served on July 30th. 2020 at 5:44 p.m. at 42 FM 1960 West Road 520 in Houston, Harris County, Texas. And he's not answered. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor. And he has not made an appearance either.
All right, we'll have a default. We'll proceed by default then. Go ahead.
Thank you. May I proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
At this time, the state would like to call Ms. Silva. Ms. Silva, what is the name of the child before the court today, and what is her age?
Her name is Ruby Melody Silva, and she is 6 years old.
And who, are you currently married?
No, ma'am.
And at the time of Ruby's conception, were you married?
No, ma'am.
And were you sexually involved with anyone else at the time? I'm sorry, were you sexually involved with anyone else other than Mr. Gamez at the time of Ruby's conception?
No, ma'am.
And is there any possibility that anyone else other than Mr. Gamez Jr. could be the father of Ruby?
No, ma'am.
And are you asking this court to establish the parent-child relationship between Mr. Gamez and Ruby, and that's just simply to establish him as the father, the paternal father of this child?
Yes, ma'am.
And who makes the day-to-day decisions regarding Ruby?
I do.
And who typically takes her to school and to doctor's appointment visits and parent-teacher conferences?
I do, ma'am.
Okay, you're breaking up. What was your response again?
I do.
And when is the last time Mr. Gamez saw Ruby?
He has never met her. I was even before my pregnancy.
Okay. And is that the reason why you're asking this court to appoint you as the managing conservator of this child and Mr. Gamez is the possessory conservator?
Yes, ma'am.
And you are asking this court to, in addition to that, name you as the conservator who determines where Ruby resides without regard to geographic location. Is that also correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And does Ruby currently have private medical or dental insurance available right now?
Not private, no, ma'am. She just has Medicaid.
And are you asking this court to order the cash medical support, which Mr. Gamez will pay to the state in the amount of $60 beginning November 1st of 2020?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you have any knowledge as to whether or not Mr. Gamez is employed?
No, ma'am, I don't.
And do you have any knowledge as to whether or not Mr. Gamez has other children other than Ruby?
No, ma'am, I do not.
And you previously testified that Mr. Gamez has never met Ruby before. So what type of possession and access, or otherwise known as visitation, are you asking this court for today?
Just supervised visitation, that's it.
Let me rephrase the question. Did you previously have a discussion with me and you asked me to ask the court, or you wanted to ask the court, that Mr. Gamez have no possession and access?
Oh, correct. Yes, ma'am, sorry.
Okay.
First time
And
saying
why?
sorry.
That's okay. And why is that?
Because it was a one-time thing. Like I said, we met over a dating app, and at the time, I didn't know I was pregnant, and it's just I've been on my own since the very beginning throughout the pregnancy, and it's just always been me that's been taking care of her.
Okay. So even if Mr. Gamez wanted to become involved and have some sort of relationship with Ruby, you feel it would be in Ruby's best interest to never have visitation with her father?
Correct.
And are you asking this court to order child support beginning November 1st of 2020 in the amount of $216?
Yes, ma'am.
And you are not seeking retroactive child medical or dental support. That's also known as back support. Is that also correct?
Correct.
No further questions for this witness. I'll pass the witness.
Okay, did Mr.
I'm sorry.
Silva know that you were pregnant, ma'am? I'm sorry, Mr. Gomez. Did he
No,
know?
sir, he did not. I tried to reach out to him through the dating app that we met on, but I'm not sure if maybe his um, profile got deactivated or something like that. But no, as far as I know, no, sir.
So he didn't even know this child was born, right?
Correct.
Hmm. Okay, the court will approve the order submitted. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Yes.
Thank you. Just hold for a second, Ms. Silva.
Yes, ma'am.